Mm, anytime I pop up on here, I got some stuff to say, but I'm gonna be careful about how I say certain things just in case I have a younger audience. So this is talking about guys that waste my time. I'm a very attractive person. Ain't no shame in my game. But one thing I have noticed is that you have good guys, you have bad guys, just like you have good girls and bad girls. My experience with these guys during the hardest time of my life, mm, it's nuts. So just right now, probably like 15 minutes ago, there was a guy who has been trying to chill with me for 2 months now, according to him. And today I just decided it's a good day. Let's go out. He offered to pick me up, so I sent him my address. Number one, I should have known when he was like, "You want me to come get you?" And I text him was like, I messaged him and I was like, "Did I not send you my address? Like, come on." So you want me to come pick you up? What you think I sent you my Addy for? But long story short, I didn't want to be too mean. It's just that I don't like wasting my time and I don't like repeating myself in that type of manner. Um, he came, picked me up, and before he picked me up, he established that we're gonna go get something to eat. He asked me go if I wanted to spend a night, and I told him no, I didn't want to spend a night. And he uh, we get right up the street. We didn't even exit the the community. We get to the top of the community, and that's when he was like, "Yeah, I want to such and such," and I'm like, That's not my how would I say? That's not my intentions. It wasn't my intentions to sleep with you, expect for you to buy me food and whatnot. I don't expect you to do anything for me, but respect me, honestly. And he slowed down his car and was like, "I'm about to take her back." I was like, "So what you want to do?" Because I don't. It ain't just we don't have to attach our feelings. And I'm like, that's easier for you because you're not going through the same things I'm going through. You have your own life. I don't know what you're going through in your life, but you are happy with the life that you're living, and I want to be able to say the same thing. So that right there tells you I'm only focused on getting myself fixing my own situation before I deal with another person. Don't no man want to deal with no woman who can't bring anything to the table. And I'm trying to get myself together and get on my feet. And he was like, "Yeah, and I'm trying to help you with that. I just won't." No, this is not a no type of no. This is not a type of agreement. You offered. That's how offering works. Offering works without you having a secret agenda. What happened is that he low key wanted to do it to me. And I'm not I don't care for that. I mean, I'm not gonna say I ain't never did it, or it's just at this particular point in my life, I'm only focused on getting back to my babies and healing myself on the mental, the spiritual, the emotional, the physical, and anything else type of level all at once. So I'm just going in like this. I'm not going in on these levels. I'm going in all attacking all levels at once and taking it all up and rising up. He only wanted that thing from me. And I was trying to explain to him, look, you can say that there's no feelings attached, but for me, that's an attachment. Anytime you give a piece of yourself away sexually, you are attaching yourself to that person. And that's why girls go through the most emotional because we don't have our private outside. We have everything inside. We hold everything within. When guys come in, they leave it within. And even if they pull out or whatever, you still have their attachment. They've been inside you. So you leave your print on a woman every time you screw her. And that's just on a physical level. For a man, I don't know, I can't speak on that. But as far as the men, their reaction from what's been going on, it's like they get attached too. But it's just a different ball game. But we talked for a little bit, and I eventually just told him, like, look, I'm not trying to waste your time because I don't want you. You came here with an inspection. He was like, yeah, I've been trying to hit you up for 2 months, and we just now chill. I'm like, but I still don't know you like that. So why would I even think about sleeping with you? And he was like, yeah, I feel you. And I said, plus, first of all, you were consistent for months. And now that you realize you still not getting none, you don't want to do these things. You don't want to take me to get something to eat, which that's fine with me. You don't hurt my feelings. I got food at the house. So it didn't bother me because I didn't expect that from you. I don't expect anyone to treat me less, but I don't expect anything out of you. I don't expect you to go out your way for me. I don't expect you to pay none of my bills. Only thing I expected was him to pick me up and to be my friend and have a good time. Regardless if he had to come out of pocket or not, it wasn't me suggesting that. I didn't ask if he could do that for me. He offered. When you offer something to someone, don't have your secret agenda because it's not going to go according to plan at all. So I just basically just set it on the table like, look, you was pressed. That's why I wasn't pressed. So the fact that you didn't get no you upset. You feel like your time is wasted. And it was a good drive to get here. You lost some mileage. That's not my fault. I didn't ask for you. You begged to waste your time. I told you I never led him on. I never played with him in that type of way. I always respected myself first. And I respected other people's time. And that's why I don't ask anything from anybody, or I just keep to myself. And that's just, I get what Lauryn Hill was talking about when she said, girls, some guys are only about that thing. And he was like, you legit had a plan for us to go get something to eat. Now, this is not talking about sex at all. I should have known that was his hidden agenda because, I'm not going to say that because all guys aren't like that. But I'm not going to say I thought that he would. I didn't say that he was expecting that, or I didn't think that he would be expecting that to the point that he wouldn't even continue to keep his word. You offer something, you offer it from your heart, not because somebody can offer you something else. That's like a ultimatum. Like, bruh, you didn't get what you want, so you thinking that that's what I want, like food. You think I want food and your money. I'm really trying to focus on getting money, which is why I've been ignoring you for like 2 months. Bruh, I've been homeless. I've been homeless for like some months. I just stopped sleeping in my car last month in January. So 2021, I slept in my car for Christmas, and I was in a tough situation. I'm still in a tough situation, but I'm better. I'm a lot better than I was. And I'm going to keep building up. And one thing that I made sure is that I did not attach myself to anybody else. Let's say me and you freaking, and you sleep with another person, or I get my feelings involved in you. That's an attachment. And the way I'm going about things right now, I don't have time to go crazy over you because I love hard. And I don't think dudes understand what they're getting themselves into. When specifically, personally, I'm a Gemini. They say Geminis are not the committed type of people. Wrong. Geminis have fun. They love their options. However, when a Gemini finds something they want, they go get it. And when they get it, they hold it and they protect it. And it don't matter if you cousin, it don't matter if you uncle, it don't matter if you not family. You can be their family. But what you not finna do is come past me to attack them. I feel like a chihuahua. Like this short little thing got some bark and some fight. Like, don't I'm very protective over what I love. So I don't want to go nuts over somebody who won't go nuts over me. There was another guy that wasted my time. This was over some business. We met for the first time. These are people I just met for the first time. And that's why I made them wait for so long, because I know that it's not worth my time. And only when I'm ready to be sarcastic with them, let's play this game. Let's play this game. You want some, and you know you're not getting it, but you still want to offer me to do this and that, or offer to do this and that for me. Like, it's just not gonna go down with me. I don't care what you can do for me. Can you respect me and do that for me? Can you be rejected sexually? Like, can you at least let it build up? Because sex isn't something you just, oh, I'm just offer her food, I'm gonna get some. No, it's not gonna work like that. And I just want to let guys know that when you put your money out there, when you bait girls with money, and you wonder why she only is attracted to what you can do for her, it's because that's how you put yourself out there. It don't make sense. Why you gonna get mad at females for wanting you for your money and want you to work and have all these nice things when that's what you're telling her that you got. That's what you're offering her. I can get you this, I can get you that, just for her to give up something precious of hers. And she may not even know her worth. Her mama may not have taught her that. Her daddy may not have taught her that. Her friends, she may not know that she's valuable. And you're offering to pay something that has no currency can amount to that value. And she's accepting this currency as an equal value for her happiness. But that's not happiness. That's settling for less. I understand about being grateful, but there are some things, even a guy, don't even lower yourself. You remember black guys, you're gods. Black men, you are gods. Don't ever let nobody treat you like a king. You're a god. Black women, you're more than queens. Queen is an understatement. You're a goddess. But the moment you stop treating yourself like a goddess or a god, that's when you you lower your value. You lower your level. You lower your title. You lower yourself. So when it comes to dudes I meet, I'm attracted to those who it's hard for me to really be attracted to anybody, honestly. I can say, oh, he is handsome. And he can be very attractive, and I still won't go towards him. I won't try them like that because I want some type of intimacy. When it's something sexual, I want it to be something I can grow into. I want to be like, I'm a very deep person, and what I do has meaning to it. If it has no meaning, I won't do it unless it's acting automatically in consciousness. Another guy I met, we met for the first time. It was over business. And I met him on Facebook dating. And on my Facebook dating, it was like, look, I ain't about I'm sorry. I'm not about that freaking and sex, and it's irrelevant. I mean, when we get like that, we get like that, and therefore it becomes important. But as far as us just meeting, we ain't got to talk about sex. Let's talk about like what you want to do in life. What's your goal? You got a invention. It's personal. I get it because I don't want you to think I'm trying to steal your idea, but I want to encourage you on things that matter at the moment. Because right now, at the moment, us having sex is rubbish. I don't know you that well for us to even speak on that level. You telling me about your sexual experience is different. But the guy offered me, I love working with kids. And there's a guy who offered, his parents were over a daycare. And I was so happy, like, and that was a girl who took the job, but she left after her first paycheck. So I was like, huh? Okay. And it sounds good over the phone. So we meet up and he's like, I'm going I'm going to this apartment. Hold on, I'm sorry. So I get to his apartment complex and everything's good. We on the phone. We on the phone and he's like, wait, turn around. And I'm like, what? He said, no, you went the wrong way. I'm like, okay. So I'm telling him, like, okay. I turn around. He's like, oh, where you going? And I'm like, what do you mean you told me to turn around? There's only one way back and forth. He was like, I don't see you. I said, if I go any further, I'm going to exit out the apartment complex. So I ended up having to turn back around. And he was like, you tripping? I'm like, bruh, you the one who called me talking about I'm going the wrong way. And I was going the right way the whole time. Like, bruh, I can go home. Like, bruh, don't make it seem like it, like you the juice. No, I'm the juice. I'm the squirt, squirt, squeaky. So I'm here for me and my business. You just trying to help me along the way. This is about me, not about you. But I ain't tell him that. But I did give him some attitude to let him know I'm not playing. And I pull up and he comes out. Matter of fact, he even come out. I see him just open the door and he just didn't meet me at my car, nothing. So I'm like, let me get my stuff together, get my things together in my pocketbook so we can discuss. Maybe I'm gonna take some notes or whatever. Taking his business businessly. So he came to my car and was like, you gonna come in? I'm like, yes. I look up, the dude is already gone. So I'm like, okay. I get out my car, go to the door that's open. He's already upstairs. So he was like, I'm up here. So I go up, close the door, go upstairs. And I'm like, you're supposed to greet me at the car. And he was like, man, come here. You good. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like, I'm not gonna go deep into it. So just, whatever. I'm here. And he reached out for a hug. He's sitting on the bed, reaching out for a hug. And I'm standing up. I set my stuff down. And I reached for a hug, like, come on, get up. And he stood up. He said, get out. I said, what? He's like, yeah, because you too much. I said, okay. So I just got my stuff, and I just walked out the car, walked downstairs, walked out his house, closed his door, didn't slam it or nothing like that. Not finna get not finna get that out of me. Looked up his number, blocked it, deleted it. So he gave his dad my number for the daycare, the business. And his dad was supposed to call me back. And he called and he was like, what's going on between you and my son? And I'm like, he was disrespectful. So I just rather not deal with it. It's just about the business. And he was like, just add him, just unblock him. He really like you. And I'm sitting here like, no, like, bruh, That was actually his third time disrespecting me. The first time was before I even made a move, and he was like, "Man, just bring your ass on." First of all, and we talked about that. I'm letting him know, like, look, you don't talk to me like that. We don't even know each other enough for you to talk to me like that. You ain't you ain't special. You think he a DJ Blue? No, don't mix that with me like that. So his dad supposed to gave me another call back. Never called me back. So I'm like, okay, so you mad because me and your son is not getting along. I said, how is that gonna, like, why is this affecting the business? The business. And he was like, he didn't say nothing. So I cussed his ass out. Yeah, I cussed his ass out. I said, and then he got mad. Then he responded. It was like, no, they had nothing to do with my son. But I can tell that you disrespectful. No, because if you say you're going to call me at 6 o'clock, call me at 6 o'clock. I wait until 6:30. I wait until 7. I waited until 8:30. No, you getting cussed out, one, because you're wasting my time. And I don't think you're applying yourself, Smokey. I'm giving you me. That's all you need. That's all you need for these kids. I see why that girl left. And I told him, I said, you know what? Your son compliments you well. And I deleted him. Like, ain't no way. You it's just guys like that. First of all, if we on a business level, if we just met, if we're just meeting, there is no way that you can expect me to act sexually towards you. Cause I don't know you like that, fool. Like it's not gonna be about that. It's not about that. We are not like that. We ain't intimate. We ain't never kissed, and we ain't gonna kiss because I don't like kissing. Not unless I grow into you, and we ain't growing. You stunting your growth. Coffee. Like, bruh. And then I'm trying to think other guys that waste my time. It's just a lot of guys that go in my inbox and they come in my Facebook inbox and they'll flash money. And I'm like, okay, because money don't make me happy. Money gets things done for this world, but I'm not of this world. I'm just from here. So I may not even be from here. It don't feel like I'm from here. It's the way my thought process of life is contradictory to the thinking of society. It is just I feel like I'm not a part of this world at all. And there'll be guys that's in my inbox and they'll flash money expecting me to chill with them because they want something else. And I know it. I feel the vibe. I see your intent. It's strong and it stinks. So I play along sometimes because I'm very sarcastic like that. And that's in between my anger and my happiness. If I'm ever going to hunt it, the only way to bring me back down to zero is me being sarcastic. So you gotta meet me in the middle. I'm trying to take this lightly. And I don't like having a heavy heart. I just told him, I said, you think why I said, why did you send me that? He was like, because I got it. I said, but I'm in a situation where I need money, but I don't see why you throwing it in my face. Are you just trying to give it to me? And he was like, no, I just want to chill with you. Okay, I said, okay, then just say that. You don't have to flash money at me just to chill with me. I'm not that type of female. I'm not that type of creature. And he was like, I said, you keep baiting females like that, that's what you gonna catch. Females that only want you for your money. And he just said, thank you, okay. And I'm sitting here like, but damn, where's my tip? Where's my tip? Dang. I don't like the fact sometimes I have a good heart and I miss out on a lot of opportunity. I don't see how girls could just sleep for money. I don't want to see how, but I just never been that type of person that would lower my dignity, my value to for money. For what if I gain the world and lose my soul? Like I don't want the world. I just want to heal the earth. I don't want control, but I want power. I don't want. I don't want to say I don't want success, but my goal is to be successful. But it's also to be valuable, and that valuable is more than my success, and I need them to go hand in hand. Because if I choose to continue treating myself like I'm less than what I deserve, then people are not going to see how much I'm worthy of. And I want to tell females and this goes out for females and males because I don't want kids to grow up thinking this is how, this is how society is now. This is the new world. Like, no, your grandparents lived in these trenches. They ate off the ground of these trenches. They died. Like every the shoes that we buy to walk on the soil that died for us to see our shoes worth more than dirt, it's we got to rethink what's our value in life, what's really valuable. Because what society is telling us have the best things, everything's expensive. They act like we live on the Sims games. Like, y'all prices going up. Y'all like y'all minimum wage is $15. No, not here. So it's just a lot of men that wasted my time do because they think that I'm gonna bow down to money, that they're gonna get the out of me. I'm glad that God took my emotions away and my feelings away because I feel like I can't feel anything. I'm more honest now and I don't fear anything. The only thing I fear is failing and not seeing my kids again, but I know I'm gonna see them again. People, when you go through a hard time, women, when it comes to our kids especially, we look for a comfort. And I ain't gonna lie, my walk in my life, I don't deal with men because I'm trying to deal with myself. I never wanted to give a man, um, I never want to put the weight on a man for my emotional stability. I need to come with that. I need to be emotionally stable before I get with you, and vice versa. I don't want to. I hold myself when I'm lonely. If I and when I rarely feel lonely, but when I do, I hold myself. I hold myself real tight. When I cry, I wipe my own tears, and I rock myself and I tell myself, I love you. I love you, and if ain't nobody here for you, I'm here for you. I tell myself that, and I feel like I want to cry saying that because it's like that. It's that deep. I text myself. Um, I email myself because I need somebody that is serious about what I'm serious about, and that's building my some emotions. When you missing a person, and when you can't touch the one that you want to be with, when you can't speak to them, it's almost like that person is dead. Even if you're dealing with death, you still go through that that heartache, and there's nothing you can really do about it but go through it, and you have to. So, forgive me for tearing up or whatever, but when it comes to emotions, I have to do what I have to do to stabilize that. But I learned how to love myself. And when I hold myself and I cry and I hold myself, it it feels like if it hurts worse, honestly, but it's self-sacrificing because if I came in this world with just me, I mean, I got my mama, but she's not me. She's a detached from me. If I'm ever in the point where I'm by myself, alone, and mama not there, daddy not there, and baby's not there, husband, wife not there, I have to learn how to survive on my own. I have to learn how to heal myself on my own. I can't depend on anybody else. Yes, I'm always keep in mind that I'm not no physically alone. I mean alone because I have my ancestors with me. But they're not tangible right now. They're not tangible. And you have to go through things where you need yourself. And in this world right now, people are dying alone. And that speaks out to me as in, you know what? It don't matter if you caught corona or not. You always gonna die alone. I mean, unless you in a mass suicide like the Igbo tribe, you know, it's different. But, most times we it's on our own. The journey is on our own. That our own heart is weighed against the balance of the scale. On the balance of the scale. It's our heart. It's nobody's heart with you. It's just you. Your judgment. So that's what I mean. That's what I mean by you die alone. I gotta learn how to live. I have to love to live and learn to love myself again. If I always thought about, if I let every negative situation make me feel like I don't want to live anymore, then I'm still going to attract I don't want to live. So I'm going to fight that thought. And no matter how much it hurts, I'm going to hold myself because ain't nobody else to hold me. And even if there was, I'm not going to call out for them because I got to wait. And I don't know, it's different when you're emotionally with somebody else and when you're by yourself. When you're by yourself, everything comes out. When you're with somebody else, there's still some part of you that is afraid to let go because of how you're going to be seen by the other person. Even if they say, just let it out, just let it go. Sometimes it is, sometimes it won't. And if I'm trying to attract it doesn't come out the way I want to, like that, when it comes to inviting other people for releasing my emotions. So I learned to love myself. I text myself about my emotions. I talk to someone now. And the thing about this guy is that I've known him since high school, and he used to be fat. I like big guys, honestly. I'm just a small, little petite thing, and big bone girls, y'all. I look up to y'all too because the big girls. I love y'all. Yes, I love thick girls. I just ain't sexually attracted to them, but I think big girls are like just as pretty as skinny girls. So I'm trying to get up there with them. I'm trying to be thicker than cold grits. Anyway, the dude I talk to now, I know him since high school, and I kept myself when we first got back speaking, when we started back speaking to each other, he was very consistent. Very consistent. Bought me food. You hungry? No, I ate. Because I don't want you to spend your money on me and thinking I want you. Because I don't know, for some reason, dudes think girls will give up the pussy, give up the for food. And I'm like, I love food, but that's not going to make me lower my value. No. Um, it's just, eh. He was consistent and was like, I want to get to know you deeper. And one day I was just going through my phone. He paid my car insurance, and I mean, I still told him no. He still didn't get none because I kept that same energy. You're not finna buy me something to expect that's what it's gonna take, because I want to grow. I want to grow with you. But that's just what my intent. But something told me in my mind, it said underestimated. And I don't know if it was on a song or if it was a radio commercial, but he caught on to it too. He's very smart. He's a Leo. Leos and Geminis. Boy, we be having fun. But he said, yeah, you underestimate me. Now look, in my thought, I'm like, oh snap. He kind of intuitive. I like stats. So I took it as if I was underestimating him. Like, just because he has his own house, business, good job, make good money. It's just that's not what attracts me. I could love you if you broke. And long as you trying to, not trying, long as you are progressing mentally, emotionally, and all those levels too. Huh. But with him, one day I was going through my phone and I seen another bill that popped up. And I'm like, I'm gonna have to work. My car is acting like this. He said, what's going on? I said, I'm just brainstorming about my finances. He was like, what you need? And I looked at him, I was like, just don't worry about it. And he said, look, how much you need? Don't ever feel like, he said he went in his, wherever he got it from, gave me the money and was like, look, don't ever feel like you can't ask me for nothing. Don't sit there and don't ever feel like you can't ask me for anything, because I know how that feels. I've been on that side. Trust me. Just, you gotta let go of some hurt and just allow me to be there for you. And I looked and I just started smiling. Like, in my mind, I don't know what he thinks of me, but in my mind, I'm so focused on trying to get a lawyer, fix my car, so I can DoorDash, um, keep up with this building so I can get the kids coming, keep up with my payments, try to get financially stable. And not only that, work on my depression, make sure that my blood pressure levels are good. Like, there's a lot of things I choose not to do because it would put me in complete turmoil inside. And that disturbs my blood pressure levels because I need to take time and start breathing. And it's hard to catch your breath when you're running after so much stuff. It don't even have to be physically. And energy wise, it takes a lot from you. And you wonder, like, dang, I didn't do this much today. Why am I feeling so tired? Mentally, even when you sleep, your spirit man even travels. And when you come back to your body and you wake up to use the bathroom, guess what? You're thirsty because your spirit, you don't have to physically move. Your spirit, your energy travels so far to get you what you need. And you do that even when you're awake. You're like, I mean, your spirit man doesn't travel unless you're astral projecting, but either way, you're in a little different state. But when you're awake, you're all right. If I can't make no moves, I'm finna make something move around me. So you making moves, you're putting that energy, that intent, all of that force out into the world, and that takes a lot of energy from you. You feel tired and drained. You sleep all day, and sometimes it's just we kind of put ourselves into depression sometimes. And I learned that when you're depressed, it's just that your body needs deep resting. Look at the word depressed and you say it slowly, depressed. or you can look as the solution is in the word itself. You need rest, deep resting. And sometimes when you don't get enough deep rest, you become depressed. So, that made sense to me. And I started sleeping more. Like today was a beautiful day outside and I went to sleep. And I'm like, I'm going to get up and enjoy this weather. That's why I decided to let old dude waste my time. But the dude that I talk to now, I still talk to him and we talk about some things. Right now it's working out good, but that's not for this video because this is about the dudes that wasted my time. And I thought he was going to be one of those dudes, but he's not. He's a hardworking man. Before him, I was talking to a guy that just ignored me constantly. And I don't know if it was intentional, like, we met up we had fun on Christmas. No, it wasn't Christmas. It was New Year's. We had fun New Year's. We had fun on Halloween. We had fun on was it Thanksgiving? I don't know. Yeah, had fun on Thanksgiving. I mean, we had fun on these events, but he just, after we got through seeing each other, I just didn't hear from him until maybe about a month later or some weeks later. And I was falling for this guy, and I actually did fall for him. And he fell for me too, at least I thought. But any guy that, you hear from him and only when y'all about to get jiggy with it and you don't hear from him no more, it's whatever. And in the beginning, I used to be very mad at him because he'll tell me, I'm going to call you back. I'm going to call you. No phone call, don't answer no text message, don't answer no Facebook message, no phone calls. Almost like he got a double life, like another girl. But he worked all the time too. But when you get off of work, you got time to smoke, chill with your boys, and you got time to be on Facebook and do other stuff with other people. But I only hear from you at least once a month, and it just wasn't right. And I felt eventually he had to tell me that he felt like I was just getting on him. So I've learned, even though he was in the wrong for ignoring me that many times, I looked at it as maybe in the future tense, if the situation happens, because men are workaholics, and most men love money and they'll work hard for it, and you may not see them often. So I learned not to bring them the bull crap. I mean, you can bring it to them, but the back and forth, it has to stop eventually. Like, it can't be too much back and forth. It has to be something like, boom, this is how I feel. And y'all gonna exchange some words. If it's gonna, prolong, then I wouldn't even bring it up, or I'll just be like, I'm just gonna say this how it is and how I feel, and I'm gonna leave it at that. And when you have time, you respond. So I learned not to nag him or get mad because I have no idea what he's going through. He's not communicating that well, and guys are not mind readers, and they go through their own thing, and they don't do what women always expect for them to do because it's natural to us. It may not be natural to them. And I'm learning more and more that, how to compromise, how to understand other people, the opposite sex, the opposite color, the opposite religion. I'm learning the opposite so I can find the common ground in them all. not to separate them, because some things need to be separated, but that don't mean that they have to go against each other. They can go hand in hand, just like your hands go hand in hand. Good and bad goes hand in hand. So that's just a side note. But I won't waste my time with guys that don't see that I'm worth their time. Period. I won't waste my time with guys that expect me to give something I hold value. Even if I haven't always valued it, if I learned my value, when you know better, you do better. You start doing better. And you start treating yourself better. So I'm not gonna allow anybody to treat me less than what I treat myself. Because I know what I deserve. And I know what I want. I may not know how to communicate it all the time, but I dang sure know what I want. And I'm gonna get what I want. I can shift things. Like, okay, see what fall through, see what fall, what fall out, and see what's kept. I just be shifting, I keep my options open. Me and the guy that talk, he has his friends. I have my friends, and we're keeping to each other. But if he ever decide to sleep with another person, I consciously in my mind and in my body train myself not to get mad, because one, we're only talking. Talking, people don't understand the difference between you're in a relationship, a boyfriend, girlfriend, and you're actually talking to somebody. Talking is like dating. This is somebody you're dating. Almost, this may be even a step before you date. Talking is like we're about to see if we can, make this thing us thing or not. And that's what we're figuring out. And if he sleep with somebody else, I would rather him sleep with somebody else while we're talking than while we're in a relationship. Period. And what's going to stop that for me from getting jealous? I'm going to love myself more. I'm going to spend more time with myself. I'm going to do things that, look good for me and make you seem like you jealous of somebody else who's not even there. So, but I won't waste my time with any guy that belittles me, that make me feel like I'm overthinking. When a guy tells me you're overthinking, I tell him you're not thinking enough. You're not gonna sit here play me like I know when I'm overthinking, and I know because the spirit brings everything to you, and it's not gonna tell you any lies. You have to take the time and see if you're overthinking or if this is a reaction. But yep. Men are just it's tricky with men because you have good men out there, and this year I've met more guys that broke my heart than anything. There was one guy, I know him since high school, and he said, "Yo, let's chill." So we chilled. This is the time I was sleeping in my car, living out my car, and I would park in his yard and sleeping his, in my car, in my back seat, to have a safe place to sleep in my car. And one day he was like, you ain't gotta. I know how most dudes is, and I just want to help you. I know how they want to get things from you, and I just want to let you know I'm gonna give you this, and you ain't gotta give me no but or nothing like that. It's just we cool. I know you since high school. You a good girl. I'm like, yeah. So his plan was to give me some money so I can pay my car payment, and I was like, thank you. I wasn't expecting it, and I still never expected him to fully give it to me, but I wanted to play along. And because people go back on their word, and I just gotta leave room for it. So I didn't pick up the money the next day because he had got off late and the banks were closed. So I messaged him and I was like, okay, that next day I'm finna come. I said, he asked me before that, he asked me, yo, I wanna ask you something. I said, what? He said, can I get some? I said, no. And I said his name, no such and such. And he was like, all right. Next day, I'm like, yo, I'm finna come pick that up from you. He was like, pick what up? I said, the money so I can pay my bill. Remember? He was like, I just think it's funny how you can say no, but I can't. I said, I think it's even more funny how you said you don't want anything in return, but you do, but here we are. And he was like, but I didn't want nothing in return. I said, you know what? I said, you know what? Keep it. It's my problem. I'm gonna deal with it. I don't like when guys do that. When they make an offer before the sex and sex is not expected, but when they don't get what they didn't expect, they don't keep their offer. Like, where's your heart in that? I didn't ask for you to go back on your word. I didn't ask for you to offer me that. I'm just here because you asked me to be here. And you're wasting my time. Like, I've known you since high school. All my years knowing you were waste of my time as well because you ain't spit. So you just gotta be careful about, you know, guys that just really they have an intent to sleep with you. And you have an intent just to, okay, let's hang out. Like, I don't care if you didn't have a TV in your house, we could still chill. Like, there's things we could talk about. There's things we could do. I got some stuff. Like, I'm a very activity person. I do my Tai Chi and I do crystal and stone healing. I love philosophy. I love learning. I love teaching. I can sing to you. I can dance for you. I can play Blues Clues. And I can give you to do. No, I'm just kidding. But I like being silly. And you don't really have to have money to be silly. It just comes with how you spend your time. There's movies that we don't seen that we can make fun of. Like, I love enjoying the little things in life because that's when God sees that you're being the most grateful. Being thankful for air, being thankful for, being in the presence of laughter, being in the presence of, somebody who is also smart like you or loves God the way you do. That's little things like that. I ask God for hummingbirds, bees, dragonflies, and butterflies because I love those are things that, you know, it's little things. I love money too now. Money make me happy, but money don't make me happy. It just get a lot of things done because I feel like I just contradicted myself and I know I did, but I like money to a sense where I get to invest in myself. I get to invest in my spiritual gifts because I can't steal it. I mean, I could, but that's just not something I choose to do. Money doesn't make me happy, so the fact that I would lower my dignity or my being, my ancestors would kill me if I lower my standards like that. Golly, like you think your parents are hard on you? Just wait till you get connected with your ancestors. They will remind you, look, put water on my altar. You'll hear stuff falling. And once you do what you're supposed to do to your altar, it'll be like, all right, I'm good. Because water is life. And I learned how to take care of my mind and my spirituality. And I want to be with someone or be surrounded by people, especially men. I love when men are very, very intuitive. Men are like the most unappreciated things. Like, I get a woman is, definitely is, but also a man, because we're taking not we, but the society is taking away masculinity, and it's affecting the way these dudes are acting. They got them acting like Luke out here, and I don't want to become to show them how much they been. So, guys, you better watch out, because some girls are only about that money. And girls, you better watch out, because some guys are all about that thing. And it can be vice versa. Some guys only want it because she got good credit. But I just want to encourage y'all dudes, like, be careful how you bait these girls in, because the same way you get her is the same way you going to keep her. If you ain't got it, you might lose her. So if she going to be down for you, stop with that ride and die stuff. Ain't no ride or die. It's ride or life. Ain't no such thing as death. The only thing that comes to an end is what you want to put a close to, things that you want to forget. But as far as afterlife, there's only one thing that comes after life. Life. And afterlife is life. And afterlife is afterlife. And afterlife, afterlife, afterlife. So we reincarnate these things, the energy that we keep. I want my sons to grow up with friends who are smart, not just in finances, but in the mind of how to treat people and how they, self-respect, spiritually in tune. My kids won't be able to hang around those type of kids if their parents are not tapping into that energy. So, um, I'm very cautious about who I spend my time with. I spent my time with some guys that wasted my time, and I'm pretty sure it'll happen again, because I didn't expect my time to be wasted today. I just didn't get a good energy from him at all, and that's usually how you know when your time is about to get wasted. So you have to grab anything out of it, teach them a lesson. Like, look, next time when you are trying to catch me for 2 months, know what state of mind I'm in before you try to talk to me. If I say I'm looking for my baby, know that you're talking to a hurt person. And if you know that you're talking to a hurt person, don't offer food in exchange for sex and keep that agenda to yourself. If you want a freak, let me know that's what you expect. That way I can tell you that's not my intentions. Therefore, you won't waste your mileage and your time. Don't keep stuff like that to yourself. I don't care how mad she get because you didn't tell her that you wanted that from her. At least you've been honest with her. Like, look, I don't mind doing this and that for you. I take care of you as long as you give me this. And she may take offense to it. Like, the dude told me straight like that. That's basically what it was. And I'm already talking to somebody, and I don't want to mix mingle, and I don't want to have too many attachments. When I'm healing, bruh, that's like putting on 2 Band-Aids on one wound. Like, that overlapping part is going to bother you, right? One's going this way, the other one's going that way. It's just, no. And I mean, I ain't saying that I ain't never slept with multiple dudes. I'm just saying that I grew up. I got serious about my life, and I found worth in myself. And people that just want to exchange food and Oh, I'll fix your car as long as you give me something that's more valuable than your car to me. No, it really is offensive, but I have to lower that and respect the honesty, because it's hard for guys to do to females. It's hard to be honest, because females nowadays, I don't really know, but they'll set you up. They'll get mad. They'll get their little brother, their little cousin. You got a gun. He got a gun, and it all ends wrong. And the only thing is that if you just got at your feelings a little bit and just realize that he was just being honest, just go about your way. Like I even chilled with dude for 15 minutes. I was like, you know what? I don't want to waste your time. He had put it in, put it in gear, drop me off. I ain't getting no hug or nothing. It's just what you not finna do is like treat me like I'm only I can only be treated to these things that you think that I want because of my goodies. You don't deserve it. I don't know you. You haven't earned anything. So how would you even expect for meeting me for the first time that I would treat you as such? You don't know me. No, bruh. And I'm never gonna talk to him again. So I told him I ain't gonna be mad. I'm not mad. I just learned. And when you take that, when you earned, see the thing about the word earned, sometimes you gotta take that L, but you put it with what you earned and you learned. And with that being said, I'm gonna close out. So peace, love, and soul love, peace and hair grease. Y'all, women, I'm gonna tell y'all, unless that's what you want, if that's what you want, if that's how you want to be treated, if you don't mind sleeping with a guy to get what you need to get, I don't judge you. I'm talking about for me, waste my time. Because the thing is that me and dude wasn't even on that term. We never spoke sexually to each other. We never flirted. We just never been like that. And for him to expect sex from me, it was like, so you're not finna take me to get something to eat. You're not finna chill with me. Period. Like you're not finna chill with me. But I'm getting something to eat. I wasn't even hungry like that. But you're not finna chill with me because because you didn't get any cootie. And like, bruh, you should know I wasn't gonna spend a night. I don't know you. And I keep telling him that, like, bruh, I barely know you. I was trying to get to you for 2 months. Well, that may be the reason why, like, I told myself I'm going through something. So you can't expect me. I don't know what you're going through, but I'm telling you, I'm looking for my babies. Everything that I do is based on me getting back closer to my kids and me healing from my depression. And you thinking that I'm not focused on sleeping with you. I'm not focused on being your friend or getting to know you. I don't mean no offense, but you irrelevant. I don't know you like that. Ain't no way you expect for me to sleep with you and I don't care about knowing you. Bruh. And I'm already sleeping with somebody else. Constantly. Ain't no way. Like you just it's just his demeanor was like I could punch the crap out of him. I don't like him. I don't like him. Well, I'm finna go meditate. I'm probably gonna do another video on something else. But I wanna make light of the situation and just remind females that, you don't have to fall subject to guys like that. And regardless if you feel like, dang, I could have did this or did that, it wasn't worth your time anyway. And if you did go through it, and knowing that you feel like it wasn't the right move to make, you'll regret it. But you have to heal from that. And that's one thing I always told myself. I always had my back on. If my spirit, I told my spirit man, when I lost myself and I came back to get to know myself, whoever my spirit, my higher self. When I didn't listen to my higher self was like, okay, and walked off on me. I was burning rice water, just burning water. Like little stuff became like big deals, you know. So when I had to gain my own trust back, and I told myself that whenever you feel like you're gonna be hurt, I won't let nobody else hurt you. I had to talk to my spiritual self as if I'm talking to my child, or I'm talking to my younger self or something. It's always the younger self and the higher self, and you are the middleman, and you have to make that connection between your lower and your higher self. And when the two touch and agree, you can expand and broaden yourself, your awareness. You become mindful, like you start being the best of both worlds. Instead of always looking up or always looking to your peripheral, you can see with the whole broad perspective. So, I told myself I always have my back and I will never let anybody disrespect it. And I meant that. And I won't let nobody degrade me or treat me like my is worth more than me. I felt like, shoot, that's me. If you don't like, if you're not concerned about me, you definitely ain't concerned about that. And I need you to treat that right, and me. Because I told him it's an intimate thing. I'm not intimate with you. I barely know you. I thought we was just getting to know each other. That's, being friends at least. I wouldn't expect you to take me out to eat or nothing like that. Don't ever expect for a man to be your emotional crutch. Always have your own back emotionally. If he does something, he may not know that, because men are mind readers. Some of them may be intuitive, but you really have to let men know, boom, straight out. You not getting no I don't care how much money you got or what you buy for me. It's not going to be like that. Don't take it personally. That's just how I am, because I'm going through something and I don't really know you like that. What more? He has to respect that. If he don't, immediately leave that situation. Don't say nothing. It's scary when you're in that situation, because nowadays a guy will pull out a gun on you just for simply rejecting him. Or, a female would do the same thing. She would cuss you out because you don't find her, you're not giving into her. It's just crazy. But people don't take rejection easily. So I try not to reject people. I just, that's one reason why I just don't talk to people. So, yeah. Y'all have a good night, good day. Always remember your value. But if that's something that you want and you don't mind doing it, by all means, you can take that step. That don't mean you devaluing yourself. It just if that's what you want, that's what you want. If you see yourself as that amount of value, then that's just how you see yourself, and that's something personal. I'm just saying that you don't have to ever feel, if you ever feel like you in that position that I was in, that you don't have to feel like that. You don't have to fall into that subject. So yeah, don't let anybody waste your time.